88 Club here. Welcome back into First Take. I did that for you.
Thank you.
First Take from Florham Park, New Jersey. We're at Jets training camp, and we've got a whole slew of them coming through to talk to us in just a bit. We're looking forward to that, but first let's focus on Dez Bryant. He is scheduled to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone. Dude's a Rolling Stone, guys.
Wow.
He would join, listen to this list, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim McMahon, and Shaq as some of the other notable athletes to grace that cover. Not many have. So when the Cowboys agreed to their new deal with Dez, 5 years, $70 million, owner Jerry Jones said that Dez would become the face of the NFL. Stephen A., do you think it's possible?
I think it's very possible, and I think that Dez Bryant is everything Jay Cutler is not. Dez Bryant is a winner. Dez Bryant hates to lose, and that's the reason he's a winner. It makes him sick to his stomach when he loses. He's not comfortable with it. He's not happy about it. It irks his nerves. It does all of those different things. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I think that those are the kind of things that you're looking for. Obviously, quarterbacks are usually the face of an NFL, but when you think about a guy like Dez Bryant, what I would ask you to contemplate is the Ray Lewis factor. Ray Lewis was a defensive wizard, obviously played 18 years in the NFL, won 2 Super Bowl championships, will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the most ferocious football players we've ever seen that could play in any era. That was Ray Lewis. Dez Bryant is that kind of guy, that fiery, that passionate, that desperate to win, to succeed, to validate his greatness at every turn, take no prisoners mentality. All of those things matter. And I think that because of it, it resonates. The fact that he's on Rolling Stone, however, I don't think says as much about Dez Bryant as it does about Rock Nation. I think that's the thing that we have to pay attention to. Eugene Parker was an outstanding agent. He happens to also be an African American. Jay-Z obviously is one as well. His right-hand man, Juan Perez, who really does most of the legwork with Rock Nation in terms of representing players, and his crew. These guys, they speak these players' language, and they are all about going out and getting that money and getting that prestige. One of the things that transpired is when, before Jerry Jones signed Dez Bryant, Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones met with Jay-Z and Juan Perez, had conversations with them, made sure they understood that, look, we had some concerns about Dez Bryant off the field, et cetera, and those brothers from Rock Nation was like, this is a different day. You ain't got to worry about that now, because don't get it twisted. Jay-Z will drop you in a heartbeat. He don't really need your money. I think he's fine. Yeah. I think he's fine.
He's okay.
And Juan Perez and Rock Nation, they're going to be fine. They're not the only players in this game. There are people who preceded them at this game, but they are definitely major players in all of this, and they go about the business of relating to these guys, talking to these guys. And one of the things that, there's a lot of people out there that take shots at Rock Nation and those brothers. Let me tell you something about them. Keep this in mind. These are not dudes that weren't doing anything. And then all of a sudden, let me make this money by getting involved in player representation. These are guys that were encouraged to do it by players who were represented by other folk. And they felt like, I don't know if this brother right here speaks my language. And so that's the case with Jay-Z. That's the case with Juan Perez and Rock Nation. And that's where they resonate. Whether it's a Eugene Parker or a slew of other agents who are incredible at what they do, there is such a thing where you are around so long that the language that you speak without you even realizing it is sort of in line with what owners and management say. And these guys in today's modern day era, they want to do something new. And they want somebody that they feel is more relatable to them and how they go about doing things. And that's not to knock anybody. That's not to say that those guys ain't great quality agents who could potentially do a better job than what Rock Nation has done. I don't know. But I do know that when players talk about them wanting somebody to represent them, they want somebody who speaks their language, that gets them, and that's going to go in that boardroom and speak on their behalf in a way they want to be spoken of. And they are very, very confident that Rock Nation is going to do that. And they don't necessarily feel that way about a lot of other people.
I got
so
it.
Rock Nation deserves props
That's
for
a
that.
profound point you just made about Rock Nation.
Yeah.
But remember, Rock Nation, Jay-Z, whomever, Juan Perez,
That's right.
can pull only so many strings with Rolling Stone. Ultimately, they want a face on that cover that can sell magazines. Dez Bryant is becoming that face.
Yeah.
When you're on the cover of Rolling Stone, you are starting to transcend sports. You are starting to cross over, to cut through, to attract the attention of casual sports fans and even non-sports fans. Wow, Dez Bryant, after just 5 years in the league and obviously no Super Bowl rings, is doing that. So I remind you, let's go back to the man many proclaim the greatest wide receiver ever, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Friend of mine, love the guy. Never found him that captivating as a player, except the numbers are just astonishing, obviously. But did he have a nickname or a catchphrase or a symbol? Did he throw up the X like Dez does? No, he never did. Dez has not a nickname, but he's got a great first name, Dez Bryant. Kobe Bryant. Do we ever call Kobe Bryant? Do we call him Bryant ever? If I
No.
said Bryant, you wouldn't even know who I was talking about,
No.
right? If I said Bryant in relation to
Dez,
Dez Bryant,
we
you
don't
wouldn't know who
either.
I was talking about.
True.
But we all know D-E-Z Dez. And we all know this
Yep.
because he established it, created it himself, because he wanted to X out all the negativity that had approached him through his college years. What a cool symbol. Capture the imagination, attract attention,
Well-
unify Cowboy Nation. Now everybody in Cowboy Nation is doing this because Dez started it. Okay, you with me?
That's one of the reasons he started it. But whether he's willing to admit it or not, let me assure you that any black man that puts
No,
up
I
the
know.
X sign,
I got it.
it means
but
other
when he's
things
explained
as well.
it, he
That's
took
right.
that and took it to another
took it
place.
to another level.
Okay, which I'm with you.
Yeah.
But why did Tiger Woods initially capture so much crossover imagination? Because he played what can be the very boring sport of golf with incredible lightning emotion, thunderstorm passion, right? That's the way Dez Bryant plays football, and it transcends sports. We love to watch him play because, to your Jay Cutler point, wow, he just rivets your attention because you don't know what he might do next, on the field or on the sidelines, as his emotion spills over, all in the sake of, we are going to win this or else. This guy is cutting through, and I am impressed.
He
I
is
gotta
cutting
tell you.
through, but I'm here to tell you something right now. Don't underestimate the impact of Jay-Z.
No, I don't.
Because
Not at all.
what I mean by
Yeah.
that is that when you talk about Rolling Stone and all of these other magazines, you get a call from Jay-Z, it's going to resonate.
Sure.
It's going to matter.
I got it.
And Dez Bryant knows that. And don't think for 1 second that didn't have something to do with him being on the cover of Rolling Stone. Make no mistake about that.
Okay.
I think two notes that piggyback on both of what you guys just said. If I needed a marketing person, there's no one I would rather have than Jay-Z. I think he's a marketing genius. And I'm not a Cowboys fan, but Dez's passion is so contagious that it's hard
It
not
is.
to like him, and it is captivating.
Which is why, I'm predicting, who knows, October, Molly will be a Cowboy fan.
Stop it. I don't know about
You know
that.
it, and I
But
know
guess what I am today? Jets, Jets, a Jets fan. And Crow's back in town. Antonio Cromartie is here. We're going to talk to him in just a bit. Stay with us right here on First Take from Florham Park, New Jersey.
You said Jets too fast. It's Jets.
Jets, Jets, Jets.
Stop it.